Hello. How you guys doing? I wanted to do kind of a quick I don't want to call it a state of a channel. I just wanted to talk to you guys. Can we just call it that? Can we settle on that? Great. All right. So first thing off, did a complete rebrand of all things itmeJP. You guys might have noticed all of the new artwork. Zook does stuff on YouTube. Also Total Biscuit's guy, his graphic designer, and much more of Total Biscuit. We redid everything. So here on YouTube, we've got all new itmeJP brands, and that's cool. It looks good. Over on my Twitter, it's all new. Twitch got a complete rebrand as well. This won't be affecting any of the roleplay shows. Those are going to stay as is in terms of the branding. And I'm working on getting a new bumper, which we should have finished here probably by the end of this week. I've already seen a lot of prototypes for it, and it's looking pretty cool. It's going to be a fully animated, well, not fully animated. It's going to be the logo that you know with some animations in it. That'll be around 3 to 5, 6, 7 seconds long. When I have that, I'll start putting that at the front of videos. For now, the old itmeJP stuff is going to persist. We also finally got our channel. There was a lot of weird there's a lot of weird Google Plus stuff that was messing with the channel, and I got all that fixed. So now if you go to google.com/+itmeJP, that'll actually go to the proper Google Plus. Those videos get posted there. Those updates get posted anytime a video goes live. I don't particularly use Google Plus. I know a lot of people don't, but I know it was valuable to some people, so that Google page does exist. So yay! One of the other things too is I've actually upped the video quality here on the channel, in the sense that I went and bought a camera. This is not being recorded with a webcam anymore. I went and got a Canon G20. So far, I'm liking it. Still little tweaks that need to be had. I'm kind of, well, I mean, this is pretty true to life. I am actually this white, believe it or not. It even picks up the thinning hair quite well, so I like that a lot. That's cool. Thanks a lot, Canon. You're awesome. I think one of the things moving into 2014 that I stated back in January at the State of the Channel, I can't believe I called it that crap, was that we're going to be ramping up content, and that's kind of starting to come to fruition now. Typically, on a normal day, there's about an hour and 30 minutes worth of content on the channel. Some days it's less, some days it's more. It just depends on what roleplay shows were recorded and what other content I'm pumping out. I'm going to try to push that up to 2 hours and 30 minutes, possibly 3 hours. And we're going to be watching a lot of stats, or I'm going to be watching a lot of stats on the channel, see if you guys actually watch that much. If the retention goes down and suffers because of it, we'll start to draw back a little bit, but just kind of being transparent with you guys on what I'm looking to do. One of the first new things that we're going to do, I don't have graphics for this yet. I don't have a logo or anything like that, but I want to try a new show, or it's not really a show. It's more of a video series. Let's call it that. I like that. Sounds more professional. It's going to be called Pichet. And the origins of this actually come from 8-Bits, which is my weekly video game show, podcast. I don't, with DJ Wheat, and you can find it here on the channel if you haven't watched it before. It's actually been picking up lately in views and comments, so thank you all for that. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. But one of the things that happens with that show in the call-in section, towards it's usually in part 2, towards the end of the show, we have people call in, and one of the guys suggested that I play Might and Magic X, and he basically pitched the idea of this game to me. I went and tried it, and I ended up liking it. And so I thought, well, why don't I turn that into a video series? So here is the idea behind Pichet. Basically, I'm going to set up, well, not basically, I have set up a Google voicemail. That number is 234-248-6357. And with this number, it goes straight to a Google voicemail. You guys can leave a voicemail there, however long you want. No more than a minute, no more than 2 minutes. It's a quick pitch. All right, it's a quick pitch to a game that you want me to check out. Now, there are some parameters around what this game can be. It has to be a game that I can find easily, and it has to be a game that I can get digitally. For the PC, I will kind of venture into the world of PS4 and Xbox One games as long as I can get them online. But as for the PC version, I really want to try to stick with that. It can be games old, it can be games new, it can be the most foreign game ever. What we're going to do is I'll start the video off, introduce the game they're going to be playing, play the pitch that you guys sent me, and then we'll jump into the game for around 15 minutes. And at the end of that, I'll decide if I liked it, I'll give my critiques on it, think about the game a little bit, and we'll just see what happens with that. I think it could be fun. It's a good way for me to interact with you guys, and I get to be selective about the process. So for the people that are going to be calling in just screaming or perhaps racial slurs, or I don't know, you guys can probably get pretty creative with the amount of stupid calls that can be left there. But for those that are actually trying, remember the number is 234-248-6357. Or if you think about it in the word in the sense of what that spells out, this just happened. Well, it didn't. I typed in itmeJP and it gave me the number beg 2, the number 2, itmeJP. It's kind of silly, but I like it. I like it. So we'll see how that goes in the future. I'm going to try to do maybe 2 of those a week. We'll see how many calls I get or how many voicemails I get for that. But I think it could be a lot of fun. And I think that number is restricted to only people in the US, which sucks, but it's also kind of a good thing because then I won't have to decipher a very hard to understand language or someone from that country with a thick accent. So I'm sorry, but it's also kind of cool. I don't know. I do like that. One of the other things I was kicking around is the idea of a daily, I just hate the word vlog, a daily video series where I basically come on, give my thoughts on the news of the day, what's happening in the world of video games. But I really want to, before I start doing that, ask you guys, is that something that you want to see? I know that's a pretty common thing on a lot of these other channels. I am pretty up to date on the news each day when it comes to games and other videos out there. But if that's something you guys want to see, I'll definitely try it out and we'll see what happens. Let's talk about roleplay a little bit. State of Roleplay is great. We just passed our 1-year anniversary for Solemn, aka the original roleplay show. Solemn's going great. R&D is going fantastic. We just wrapped up our season 2 portion with Day 9. We're going to have a new cast member come on the upcoming shows to fill out season 2. I think we're going to go 8, possibly 9 sessions with that. Then we'll jump to a new game with a new guest entirely. We've already got the next 2 guests planned out. I've teased this somewhere before, but I'll go ahead and do it again. The first guest for season 3 is someone that you know, someone that is very common on all of the roleplay shows, or a majority of the roleplay shows. And then the 4th season guest is going to be someone that you guys have never seen on a roleplay show before. But what could I tease? He is a member of the Polaris Network. So that's 2 things. 1, he's a male, and 2, he's a member of the Polaris Network. We'll see what happens if you guys can guess that or not. Eben's going great. We rebooted that series. I think in week 11 is when that started, and I'm really enjoying it. I think I've learned how to do things much better as a DM, and the cast seems to be having a lot of fun with that. We'll have our next episode on this upcoming Thursday, which is the 20th. So if you want to check that out, please do. And then there's Dark Heresy, this thing that, well, people have already probably commented without reading this, or sorry, without watching this video. I think the best thing to be said there is no, the show is not canceled. If we could do a show, we would have done a show already. It's not like I'm like, how can I make the biggest show on my YouTube series happen the least amount of times per month? I don't think like that. No one thinks like that. If you haven't been watching if you pay attention to what Total Biscuit is doing this past couple weeks, he's been quite busy with idiots on the internet. Unfortunately, that kind of stops or hinders the process of the show being recorded. When we record, I'll let you guys know. I know that as of right now, the next 2 weeks are out. This weekend, Wheat is traveling, and the weekend after that, Jeff is traveling. So 2 weeks from now, still no Dark Heresy. That is unfortunate. I would love to do the show right now if possible, but unfortunately we just can't do that. So what else is there? I think that's pretty much it. One of the other things I'm going to be doing here on the channel is the last thing. When we go live with any roleplay streams or any personal streams, whether that's me just streaming, I don't know, Strider, for example. I did one yesterday. I'll put up a quick 15 to 30-second video here on YouTube letting you guys know that I am currently live on Twitch. That'll be with any roleplay shows and any personal streams. I think it's worked pretty well in the past, and a lot of people seem to be enjoying that type of process. So that's all I got, guys. Just wanted to update you guys. Really, this was a camera test. So if you think the camera looks better, if you think the footage looks a little bit better, then that's great. Apart from that, we'll see you on all the shows that I do tomorrow on Eben if you want to tune into that, and we'll see you here on the channel. Let me guys know what. Let me know if you think the Pichet idea is a good one, or let's just have a conversation in the chat. Let me know. All right, I'm out, guys. We'll see you later. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.